started. Missing all the subs and donations, lol. You missed a sub again, did I? I don't think I did. Dylan, Axe, Wazowski, SSJ Blade, iJosh, and Zerk the Jerk. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? I didn't mean to. I'll do shoutouts for donations after this, because we're pretty much going straight into another game here. I don't want to waste any time. Because the players are waiting around here. We've had Fairy for a best of 7 against K-Dop, and now he's right out the frying pan into the fire. Takes down K-Dop 4-2, and now he's got to take on Scrubkilla, who called him out personally. Scrub was watching the stream, saw Fairy take down K-Dop in impressive fashion, and he said, yeah, I'll have a bit of that baguette, thank you very much, let's see what he can do. And these guys have never played before on stream. This is the first time that we've seen the matchup. However, we have seen Scrub against K-Dop a few times, and Fairy does have a few tendencies pretty similar to his teammate and countryman K-Dop. If not, perhaps the one biggest difference I would say between Fairy and K-Dop is that, of course, Fairy does dribble without ball cam pretty much 100% of the time. Of course, he's leaving ball cam on now because he actually wants to be able to see what's behind the ball in that direction. Like, Scrub was pretty much opposite him, so he just left ball cam on for vision. Pretty smart. Oh, and he gets a really, really fortunate landing. Does Fairy. Scrub just lands on it. This time, Fairy is going to wait for a half volley. Bottom corner, blaster, goes wide. Scrub has been the defensive player for most of this game.
King of Nigeria here.
Hello, King of
Through
Nigeria.
generations of inbreeding, my family tree now looks more like a family reef. The genetic defects are getting out of hand. My grandson was just born with a giant donga on his head. How will this affect my reign?
I don't know, King of Nigeria. I don't know how that's gonna affect your reign.
Prize pool.
Prize pool. All right, Flo. I'll start up the prize pool. Fairy Peak has started off this game pretty aggressively. Scrub has been the defensive player for the majority of it, and that's not somewhere you want to be if you are against a player like Fairy, because his ground shots are some of the best in the world. Like, he can absolutely boom it, as we have seen against K-Dop, and as we have seen from the first goal right there. Okay, so we're starting off the prize pool at 10 quid this time. Same way we'll split it the same way as last time. Let me just get it up on screen for you guys really quickly. Bang! Right, that should work. Oh man, we're so efficient at this now. I don't know how it happened. Don't know how I become so good at the production, but there we go. Very low scoring game here. Scrub's defense is holding up pretty well the majority of the time. Oh, good save. Fairy Peak getting a ton of distance on that clear. He desperately needed that so he could have time to collect boost like he's currently doing. The Scrubkilla, very, very slow approach. Again, goes for the keepy up dribble. Very perfect timing in the challenge. Meets it on the bounce. But of course, despite the fact that Scrub's defense has been solid for the majority of the game, because he has been defending for the majority of the game, Fairy's still up by 1 because he's been able to break Scrub's defense just this one time. Oh, not the best catch there. Fairy puts the ball in the opposite direction of what he wanted. It's not a disaster though, as long as he can make sure not to give a shot to Scrub, which he did, but it's not a good shot. And the follow-up shot from Fairy is also not a good one. Fairy's looking for a demo right there, very cheeky. Oh my goodness, Fairy, no way! He looked for the demo in Scrub and then just fade away, went for like the dumbest looking redirect ever. Just as he was leaving, he was just like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna shoot. By the way, I'm gonna shoot right here, hope you don't mind. And now Scrub with a great pass.
My boy.
Not gonna be happy with himself for that one. To the winner indeed. To the winner go the spoils. And Fairy Peak is looking really good today. Tries to pull shot Scrub away from the ball here, but it turns into a pull shot own goal. Hey, welcome back, Haunted One.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but you did find the sub button with Twitch Prime, and that's all that matters. I appreciate it, buddy. There you go, the slow kickoff this time, leading to a pretty weird situation, which is honestly absolutely fine for Fairy. Nice job flying back down onto the boost there. Like, with that exact permutation of the face-off, Fairy was more than comfortable. He was definitely fine in that outcome, because although Scrub was taking his boost in the corner, he could just take the boost at the halfway line and then, you know, recover way before Scrub would have a chance to score in a normal manner. Scrub would have had to go for some really weird like all in, off the wall move. Scrub barely got a save on that throw. Fairy's throw is definitely something Scrub needs to watch out for. We've seen these in the past. He can launch the ball from pretty much no momentum. He gets ridiculous speed on it, but look at that transition from Scrub. You gotta watch out for Scrub's recoveries. He gets down onto the ground and then back up into the air to pop the ball multiple times. Just about as well as anybody. Not a good first touch here, but the 50-50 is a good follow-up. And the open net for Scrub. He's blasted into the bar. Oh my goodness, another open net miss. We saw this the other day from Scrub. He was not hitting his open net shots. And it's happened again. And Fairy just completely outplays him on the wall. Scrub Killer is triggered. Fairy Peak fakes the wall shot. And then he stayed on the wall to make sure that Scrub would back off. You're pretty much the reason for being on the wall like that, where Fairy was, is to force Scrub to back off. If Scrub doesn't back off, Fairy pops it off the wall and scores a goal. And Scrub didn't back off, so that's exactly what Fairy did. He just scored. And now, it looks like game one is going to go to the Frenchman, who's having an incredible run of form. Just took down K-Dop, and now he's going to go one up against Scrub. And he's only conceded a single goal, assuming that he can hold on here, which I'm expecting he will, because after only conceding one goal in over 4 minutes of play, I expect him to be able to hold on for 30 seconds. Not the smartest touch there though, and I feel like that might have just been given away. A goal! Own goal by Fairy. Oh no, so this was definitely not a smart touch. I don't know why he just belly flopped the ball right there. Scrub should have scored directly, but he accidentally hit the bar and Fairy Peak owned goaled it anyway. Lots of misplays happening right there.
The Johnny Rufus cuculatus is an extinct flightless bird that was endemic to the island of Mauritius, east of Madagascar in the Indian Ocean.
Thanks for all of the wildlife knowledge, guys. I really appreciate it. That's very good news. Very good news, the wildlife knowledge. Can Scrub actually do this? A heavy touch is not going to work. He did have one opportunity to score that. He did. He troubled Fairy Peak for just a moment. He had Fairy Peak troubled just very briefly, but unfortunately for Scrub Killer, Fairy Peak was able to finish off the game untroubled, and he's up by 1 again. He just took down K-Dop 4-2, like I said, and he started off that 4-2 win in the series with a 3-0 lead in games. We recently, of course, saw Scrub on stream losing to the aforementioned K-Dop by 4-2 as well. K-Dop took down Scrub 4-2, and that series started off the same way with Scrub Killer being down by 3 games. So that pretty much tells us that if you go down by 3 games on my stream, I don't think anybody's ever come back from 3-0 down. We've seen comebacks from 2-0 down in a best of 5, but I'm pretty sure we've never seen a comeback from 3-0 down in a best of 7. So look out, if we do see a 3-0 lead, it's probably going to be a win. Very likely. Fairy Peak in the blue car. His preferred choice, although I did see him try to steal the orange from Scrub at the start of this game. Smart play there by Fairy, just not wanting to get dunked on, just staying with the ball just in case Scrub backs off, because if Scrub did back off, Fairy could have gone for a shot. But every situation where Scrub doesn't back off, he's there anyway, just to deny Scrub the free possession. And just very controlled play out of Fairy. I'm very impressed. This just even more goes to show how well Cucks played to take down Fairy Peak 4-0, because that of course happened on stream before. Good save, Scrub Killer to the top corner. Needed to get back pretty quick though. Fairy's shot was pretty good. There's another fake pop by Scrub. The keepy up play is something that he does like, but he looks like he's gonna go. Oh no, he couldn't fall down on it in time. Both players coming off the ceiling right there. And unfortunately for Scrub, despite the fact he had an open net, could not score.
Gigantic nose-like beak to attract subs, and its mating calls can be heard all over the Twitch.
What is going on? Scrub is all over the place right here. He's actually going to get a goal out of this, but he was completely flailing. Oh my goodness, Barmy. Whoa, okay, that's definitely a little bit more interesting. Definitely a little bit more interesting. Fairy had 2 open nets right there. I don't think he realized just how much Scrub was flailing, because Scrub went flying into his own net at a rate of knots because he thought Fairy was going to shoot, but Fairy was actually just trying to recover. He wasn't even thinking about shooting. And then Scrub comes flying into the frame. This is actually a situation Fairy should have scored from. He missed on a boost grab. which enabled Scrub to pick up said boost and then use it to get a save. So Fairy could very well be in the lead here, but instead he finds himself down by 2. This game could definitely have gone another way. Just that's one way to turn on the spot: jump and then just pivot. So the pivot from Fairy proving to be an ineffective strategy right here. And both players doing a little mating dance. Looks like Fairy's going to come out on top though. Wall shot will be a dodge into the ball, but Scrub comfortable in defense. He knew the shot was coming, or he definitely knew the shot was possible, which is the main thing. Fairy pick on the run, doesn't want to get demoed, even on the wall. Scrub could have looked for a demo on the wall right there. And Fairy's just trying to get Scrub to back off here, but in doing so he's killed the bounce. The oh so valuable bounce was destroyed, limiting Fairy's options, and he pretty much just ran the ball straight into the Killer of Scrubs, and Killer of Scrubs is going to roll it straight into his net. 3-0 now. Scrub knew he didn't really have to dodge there to make a favorable 50-50. The worst possible outcome for Scrub in that situation is the ball just, like, you know, pings really quickly into the midfield, which is not bad, because then neither player can really capitalize. And of course the upside is he might just score, which is a pretty good upside. Scrub might have figured out Fairy's strategy. He might have figured out that Fairy is, as far as I can tell, just a player who will look for the first, as soon as he sees an opening, he'll just look to capitalize on it as quickly as possible. What a play! Fairy with the fake aerial and backflips to slow down the shot. Look at this shot by Fairy. He fakes a boomer and he backflips to get the power underneath Scrub. He just like sucked all of the momentum out the ball right there. That's incredible. Fairy getting inside Scrub's head right there. He's definitely still in the game. Just 2 goals of difference, and Scrub's given up a possession for free here. Fairy might have just given it straight back. Yes, he has. A couple of trades of possession right here. Scrub easily first to that ball. Fairy, I believe, yeah, he's had the same amount of chances as Scrub. This game's been pretty close in that regard, but unfortunately for him, he is down by 2. He's going to be down by 1, though. Savagery from the Frenchman to bring it back within 1. Let's see what Scrub saw here. Oh, he just got beamed. He got absolutely beamed. Fairy Peak slammed him. Sent him for the flyer. Look at the donations. I'll do it after. I already saw that we've got a massive donation from Burmy, which is pretty cool. Good to have you here, Burmy. And Scrub with another pass. This is going to be a tie game. Fairy did not have to work for this at all. What? It's so unusual to see Scrub just giving away the possession so freely. Usually you have to fight tooth and nail to get the ball away from this man, but not this day. This day he's feeling a little bit more generous, it would seem, and not like this for Scrub fans all around the world. He already lost to 1 Frenchman on stream. He doesn't want to lose to another one, but unfortunately for Scrub, the Frenchman who he lost to on stream has already lost to the Frenchman he's currently playing, so that has got to be a boost of Fairy Peak's confidence. Maybe the best way to go into a game against the world's best ones player, the world's most formidable ones player in Rocket League history. It's a reasonable job by Scrub there, just to make sure Fairy wouldn't have a free shot. And he's still in a okay position, but Fairy is in the advantageous position, in control of the boost and the ball. Because here comes Scrub, actually faking there. Fairy had an open net shot if he just went for it, because Scrub did not block the ball at any stage. And here comes the shot, and it's a good one. Fairy Peak booms it. 15 seconds to go, and he's taken the lead. Scrub Killer thought about going off the wall, and he really should have, because that is a tap-in for a player of Fairy's caliber. And he's got the lead again. He did this in game 1, now he's doing it in game 2. What on earth is happening? This is unprecedented for Scrub to be losing 2 series in a row on stream. That's never happened before. He's never lost 2 series in a row. Like, he's lost series here and there, but never twice in a row, and especially not after taking down Cucks in recent times. And there it is. Fairy just slams it to the ground. GG. What a finish. That was so well done by Fairy, just to blast it onto the ground right there. Make sure that the game was over. He just waited for 0 second and boomed it. Boomboozled. Fairy is the best ones player. Well, Fairy is definitely one of the best ones players. He's not. Nobody could say he's the best. yet, because there's too many matchups. There's too many people that he's yet to prove himself against. But he's doing a pretty good job. This is a good start. If you want to, if you want to be in the conversation for best ones player in the world, beating K-Dop and Scrubkilla in a row is a pretty good start. And he's doing it right now. This is a best of 7. So Scrubkilla has got plenty of time to make the comeback. But he better start soon, because we've never seen a comeback from 3 games down. If Fairy takes the 3rd game, will it be curtains for Scrub? It is currently 16 minutes past 11 PM in Scotland. So hopefully Scrubkilla not past his bedtime. He's going to get his much trusted, tried and true kickoff goal to start things off. Oh, Fairy could have played that better. He could have gone for the ball or gone for a bump on Scrub. Instead he went kind of in between both. But there's the mind game kickoff again. Just slows it down, hits the brake. I'm not sure if Fairy's expecting to get goals out of that. I'll honestly have to talk to these guys about what the theory is behind that face-off. Like, are they trying to get a cheeky goal now and then, or is it pretty much just to throw off their opponent, get them thinking about the possible options? Alright, Fairy missing on the backflip flick this time. Scrubkilla showing him how it's done. But Scrubkilla, I really feel like, needs to up his aggression, because Fairy's having a lot of time on the ball in these games. And he was going for a pop, but he missed it. Ball bounced up a little bit too high. Scrub is giving Fairy a lot of time on the ball, and that's just giving Fairy time to get comfortable. And if you give a player of Fairy's caliber just time to get comfortable in a lobby like this, which is really, this is Scrub's proving grounds. This is where he, rose to prominence, beating people in 1v1 show matches. This is how he became known as the best ones player in the whole world. Excuse me, still recovering from a cold, guys. But yeah, if you give a player like Fairy time to just get comfortable in your arena, then that might prove to be a misplay. Very, very controlled approach. Very controlled in his defending. Lots of like subtle fake challenges coming in. And lots of just smart 50-50s. Never overcommitting to contest is Fairy Peak. And a couple of subs, guys, before I miss them. Dermeet Hans and McNiz. Thanks for the subs, guys. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Of course, I will do shoutouts for all the donations that are rolling in afterwards. But so far, I've been keeping up on sub alerts, I think. If I did miss one, then be sure to let me know in the chat. I'll try to notice that. Oh, Fairy Peak could have scored there. He had a lot of space behind Scrub to aim into, and Scrub's missed on a rebound, which should have been for him a fairly routine shot. But he's got the bump on a Fairy, and that's going to be a goal. Fairy, just a split second, lets his guard down, gets bumped by Scrubkilla, and that's all it took for Scrub to get a goal. Nice bump by Scrub, really smart play, just coming in and bullying the possession away from his opponent. But Scrub's got to be so careful. He did take the lead in the previous game, I believe 3-0, and then Fairy came back to win 4-3. So Scrub does not want to change this aggressive playstyle at all. He wants to stay in Fairy's half as much as possible. He doesn't want to give Fairy too much space, because Fairy's throws are really, really scary. And it looks like we're going to see one. There it is! How does he do it? There's just so much speed out of nowhere. It's like the ball's catapulted.
Life Investments donated £50 in the K-Dop game. Also, the
yeah,
sperm whale, or cachalot, is the largest of the toothed whales and the largest predator to ever live.
It's good to know. There we go. Scrub, a lot more reliable on that rebound. Very reliable on that rebound. Yeah, I would have done shoutouts like after last game, but I already had another, I would have gone and looked at who donated and given shoutouts after last game, but I already, had another game coming up, and I didn't want to, like, Scrub still is 13 years old. Oh, and he just got mind gamed really badly. This harks back to the Devo series, where Scrub went under Devo. This time, Fairy Peak's gone under him. Oh, that's gonna feel pretty bad. Fairy Peak just does him in his own box. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't want to keep Scrub up too late. He's 13 years old and it's 20 past 11 PM. So I was just like, right, let's just get this series started as quick as possible. Fairy Peak nearly squeezing another one in at the bottom corner. The first touch is a good one. Scrub's got to be wondering what to do here, but Fairy Peak, that is not a good touch. This is going to be a lot of work to do. And he does get the boost, but he could have done a lot better there, I feel. This is promising, but again, Fairy Peak not getting any real shots on net. These are all very routine saves for a goalkeeper of Scrub's caliber. Tries to go under Scrub again. It might have worked if he just got the ball to be a little bit lower. And again, his first touch is a little bit too far to the right. It's the second time that he's done that, trying to pop the ball over the net, and he goes too far right. And of course, if you go too far right, that is actually wrong. Fairy Peak should be able to get back and save this. He's going to take a just casual touch to control it. And he does get the pop over Scrub. Deja vu. Scrub's got to be thinking, not again. He's up by 3 in game 2. Fairy Peak comes back to win 4-3. He's up by 3 in game 3, and Fairy Peak has just scored 2 goals. He saw the opportunity to go for the double jump pop, and it was a good one, bar down. Surely not again. If Fairy Peak can get another comeback victory against Scrub, that would surely be the end of the series. I would not see Scrub coming back, but that's a great first touch. So difficult for Fairy to deal with. This is why shooting at the far post can be so effective. Scrub just blasts it right above Fairy's head because he knows even if Fairy does save it, it's probably going to be a great pass back into the center. And now Scrub Killer back with his 2-goal lead. Got to be feeling a lot more comfortable now. But Fairy on the ball will have him slightly worried. And Scrub Killer has jumped off the wall. I'm not sure why, but he's back in the game. He's recovered. And he's on the ball himself. Fairy's playing an extremely defensive finish of the game. Not going to work out. Scrub gets his 3-goal lead back. Yeah, I really would have preferred to see Fairy rush a challenge there. He's already down by 2 with, you know, under 40 seconds remaining. I think just bombing in a challenge at that point would have been smarter than playing a defensive position. Because you've got to get 2 goals against Scrub in a limited time constraint. Scrub going to try and freestyle that one in. He's feeling a little bit confident now. And, you know, why not? He wants to rattle Fairy a little bit. He wants to get him thinking that it's, the series is definitely not over yet.
Moi. Him back, baby.
Hey, Zerk the Jerk, welcome back. 3 months. Congrats on the badge upgrade. You're looking good, buddy. So that's going to be game 3 to Scrub. Which is good news, because this probably means we're going to get a longer series than we did last time. This could go all the way. Scrub Killer still needs to be so careful. If he concedes, if he gives up another game, then that will be match point Fairy, which is pretty scary to think of. Surely it won't go as close to, like, if Scrub does make a comeback here, I don't think it'll go as close in Fairy's favor as it did. Like, for those of you who watched the K-Dub series the other day, Scrub was down by 3 games and 2 goals in game 4, and he managed to make the comeback victory in game 4. Spoiler alert, but I mean that is in the past, so you should already know that. Hey, Bayonet Mike, welcome to the channel, dude. Twitch Prime coming in clutch once again. I appreciate it, buddy. Fairy Peak trying to get as much distance on that clear as possible. Scrub completely donates the possession right back to him. Fairy will be feeling very happy about that outcome, because Scrub could have, you know, just taken an extra touch there and forced Fairy into net. Instead, Scrub just gave him the ball, and that meant Fairy could go into the corner to get the boost. But this is working out well for Scrub in the long run. Successfully challenges the ball carry in the midfield. Fairy gets dunked on. He's going to have to start moving the ball a little bit more swiftly if he wants to, you know, continue to be successful with the ball carry strategy. Oh my goodness, Scrub nearly blasted that one into his own net, and he's missed. Surely Fairy Peak can score here. No, Scrub is actually going to get back in time. Fairy did miss an open net there. He did not expect Scrub to just completely whiff on the clear. Is probably why we saw Fairy Peak missing it. Look at that, Scrub just... This is exactly why I tell people to turn off ball cam. If he didn't turn off ball cam there, he wouldn't have been able to see what Fairy was doing. But because he turned off ball cam, he could see the ball at the side of his screen, and also he could see what Fairy was doing. And that's why it's so important to be able to dribble without ball cam on. Oh, a little bit of a freebie here for Fairy Peak. Good shot nonetheless, but Scrub just donating him another possession. Second 1 possession donation of Scrub by Scrub this game, rather. What quick chat commands would you guys like to see added into Rocket League? Of course, we need, like, I don't know, faking it, or that's a boomer. I think that those two are the two that we need most, faking it and that's a boomer. They're the two quick check commands I want to see. Don't know what you guys want to see. Let me know. You might see some good ones. I'm sure that amongst 2,000 people we can see one creative brain amongst us. Scrubkilla shadowing pretty awkwardly at the near post there. Very much defending his wall. And Fairy Peak threatening the off and on. Instead he's just going to go for the possession play. Secures the boost, but he's going to turn extremely early, which means that this is a bit more what I expected. Now you can let the ball roll back down a little bit into a shootable position, which he does miss. But you see the benefits of letting the ball roll back down the line right there. He did have an opportunity to score, albeit a missed one. And Scrub is just inching closer. He's almost Fairy calling his bluff there, saying there's no way you're actually going to challenge me here. But then Scrub calls Fairy's bluff and says, yeah, I am, watch this. And just like comes up and takes the ball. Blame Psionics. Oh, no, there should also be a lag one. Oh yeah, Moi, of course. So we need faking, that's a boomer, Moi, and lag, I think. That would be good. Yo, Halfway Dead, 7 months, dude. Welcome back. As Scrub stamps his authority.
7 years. What have I done with my life, boy, bo bon boy moi boy moi boy moi boy moi boy hen.
Boy hen. I appreciate that, Halfway Dead. Welcome back. Get cucking
Cheer
cucked.
250 get cucking cucked, buddy.
That would be a pretty R-rated quick chat command. Fairy Peak gets kickoff goal revenge on Scrubkilla right here. We did see Scrub getting a direct goal earlier from the face-off. Now Fairy's got one. So these face-offs have been going incredibly even. But oh my goodness, Scrub just turned his car into a ramp right there. And Fairy nearly scored a goal direct in off the ceiling on face-off. Pretty good job turning around in the midfield by Fairy. He's trying to drive slowly across that boost. I'm not sure if he got it in Scrub's corner. He was trying to like drive across the back boost as it reappeared. And because there's no boost in Spectator, I don't know if it worked, but it might have. It might have, you never know. Both players just mirroring each other right now. Grabbing boost at the same times and trading, trading sides of the field at the same time. This is an extremely aggressive move out by Fairy though. He's used all of his boost to do this. Does manage to secure mid boost. Scrubkilla. I'm not sure if that's the angle he wanted to go for, but he nearly owned goals from an impossible angle. Fairy bullies Scrub off the ball. Again, just letting it roll back into the midfield to make some space for a first touch. And then a pop! And it's a perfectly done one. He gets a great read on Scrub's approach. Really well played. He saw Scrub inching forward, so as soon as he popped it the first time, he popped it a second time to get it over the incoming challenge. Of course, if he didn't expect Scrub to be challenging there, he would have just let the ball bounce and half volleyed it, probably. Although you never know with Fairy, he might just slam it on the volley. His volleys are incredibly good. I've never seen somebody mix up volleys and half volleys as well as Fairy in recent times. But the hook shot from Scrub to the far post will equalize the game. Scrub showing you don't even need to jump to get power. Look at that. Just changes the angle and rips a new one. It looks like Fairy touched it on the way in, which gave it a little bit more speed. Nearly 2,000. Nearly 2,000. Nearly 140 kph. Why did I say 2,000? I'm going crazy. I meant to say 140 and my brain's like, yeah, 2,000. It's like 137, 138, 139, 2,000. That's the next number. I'm telling you. Very missing on the mid boost. He has to be really careful here. If Scrub does a quick turnover, he could just shoot into the open net, and he will, but Fairy... Oh my goodness, he's not going to make it. I thought Fairy was going to make it, but he didn't. I called it. I was like, Fairy's going to be so careful with that shot, but he went for the boost. Fairy getting punished for turning too slowly. I knew that was going to happen. I saw it. I was like, Fairy's going to take a weak shot, Scrub's going to take one touch and score. And it's exactly what happened. I'm pretty sure Fairy expected the shot as well. He just did not expect it to be such a quick one. Fairy's got to remember though, that is how Scrub made a name for himself. But what a piece of control! Fairy Peak with the catch. Scrubkilla going for the demo, gets punished. Misses on the demo by a hair. And Fairy Peak runs away with his cat ears. Open net for the equalizer. He watched the viewers. Maybe I did watch the viewers, but no, it's only 1900. Maybe I did. Maybe that might be it. I don't know. I wasn't thinking that in my head though. I don't know why I would have said 2000. Like I legit wasn't thinking about anything but the speed of the shot. Oh, Fairy Peak has got a perfect read on Scrub's challenging pattern. Does the exact same thing, but with a slight delay this time to bait the challenge, and then he goes up. As soon as he saw Scrub turning, he beats him to the ball. He's got the lead, 5-4, 14 seconds. Scrubkula's favorite kickoff might rescue him. Will it? Oh, it's going to bounce up. Where's Scrub? He's going to go for the boost steal. Scrubkula needs a challenge, and it needs to be a good one, but Fairy Peak is wasting time. One touch. Scrub needs to score with this play. He pops it somehow, but Fairy Peak with the slam down. Scrubkilla is keeping it up though. Fairy Peak again trying to get it down, but Scrub with another pop. Oh, this time Fairy fakes it. So smart by Fairy Peak. He was faking that he would go for an aerial clear across the net, and instead he just lets it drop. Look at that, guys. 3-1. Fairy Peak is hanging in there. Every single game is within his grasp, and he's taken another one. 3-1 in the series. Best of 7. Not going in Scrub's favor so far. And my goodness, I'm impressed by Fairy's approach to the net. We saw for his tying up, no, the goal that gave him, I think, 4-3 in his favor. Or was it the equalizing goal? I don't exactly remember. But it was the goal where he just perfectly predicted Scrub's challenging pattern. He knew that when he went for the slight chip on the ball, that Scrub was going to turn, and he just popped it immediately right over Scrub's challenge.
Cheer 300. Hi Johnny boy.
Hello.
Tournament adminning for my first time today XD.
Oh, nice, dude. Let me know how it goes. The cheese man of the yummy variety. Hope it goes good, dude. Sounds fun. But that's like that. Fairy just showed us why it's so important to mix up your attack. Like he's been going for half volleys and volleys a lot, but then to tie up the game, he pops it. Or he chips it up and pops it immediately, pretty much like faster than you would have time to react using human reaction time, as opposed to like any other type of reaction time that you would have at your disposal. And then to win the game, to get the 5-4, he chips it, and then he waited. He reacted to Scrub's turn. As soon as he saw Scrub turning, he just beat Scrub to the ball. So that's like so many different ways to play the situation. You either like chip the ball, wait for it to bounce, half volley it, chip the ball, wait for it to be on the downward arc, and then volley it. Or, you know, you can chip the ball, pop it, just blind, chip the ball and reactively pop it. There's so many different ways to play that one situation, and Fairy has shown us literally every single one of them. So impressed right now by the Frenchman. Giving the most feared 1v1 player in the world a real run for his money. And although he's not over the finish line yet, he is 3/4 of the way there. He's on the home straight now. Can he cross the line? He has to be extremely careful not to give Scrub any momentum, because Scrub will, of course, try to get back into this series with a one-sided victory. He's not going to try and barely win a game here. He's going to try and stomp Fairy, I can tell you that right now. Fairy's so controlled. He's just refusing to give up any possession for free, which has not been the case for Scrub. Scrub's been giving up quite a lot of possession. And so many low fakes. Fairy's he's shown Scrub that he can throw the ball just as well as anybody in the world. And now that Scrub knows that, Fairy is just going to try and force it underneath him. It's, I think, 4 times that he's tried it. It did work on the first try, and 3 times now after that. It didn't result in an immediate goal, but it didn't result in a disaster
also,
either.
You should partner with League of Rockets and do a World Cup event.
Hey, Markran, that's not a horrendous idea. Oh, nice contribution to the prize pool as well. That would be pretty sick, actually. Our League of Rockets World Cup. The ball's just been doing laps right now. We're talking about Fairy being in the home straight. Well, the ball's been on the home straight about 4 times now. Oh, hesitation by Fairy, though. He did not wait to see what this bounce was going to look like. He tried to read it. Thought it was going up, but it was actually going infield. And he gets punished for being a little bit rushed in that situation. Finally, just a simple bit of pressure does cause a crumble from the baguette. Of course, I'm only saying that because Fairy used to play for a team called Baguettes. For those of you who don't know, it used to be Fairy Peak, K-Dop, and I don't know who their third was, but they were called Baguettes. This is literally what their team was before they got picked up by Mocket. A lot of back and forth here. Just trading of territory, trading of boost, and accidentally beating each other out the air. It's Fairy goes to the boost steal. And a quick turn, but he's beamed the first touch. And Scrubkilla stays on it despite the fact that he's out of boost. This is where Scrubkilla is usually most dangerous, when he's just in control of his boost total. And when the ball is zipping around the midfield like this, usually Scrub's got some of the best, if not the best, ability to read what his opponent is planning in 1v1. If anybody's ever watched his stream, then you can hear him. He'll when he's playing ones on stream, he'll just start saying out loud what he thinks his opponent's gonna do. When he'll call like you know, ground shots and ball carries and dribbles and mind games. He calls them all like way before the fact. If you've not watched his stream, I definitely encourage you to. The link will be down below. I know those of you on Twitch, of course, you, I'm sure, already follow the young man's stream. He's met his match today though. Fairy is trading blow for blow with one of the best in the world. And again going for the low fake. I'm wondering when this is going to stop, because it hasn't worked on the past 4 tries. That was pretty close on the rebound though. Quick recovery on the ground shot, denied by the underside of the crossbar. And now Scrubkill has turned to miss the power, and that's a heavy touch. Fairy's giving away possession for free. He would have liked to let that ball bounce one more time. And now Fairy with more ball carrying and more mind games, and Scrub with another save. Fairy has got to stop this. He's got to go for a throw at some point, because Scrub is reading this now. He already knows that Fairy's trying to slow it down, and he just comes in for the casual interception. I really feel like Fairy's just got to launch the ball. He's shown us that he can throw it so well. He just needs to launch it one time off the top of his car, just to threaten that in the back of Scrub's mind. Because then every time he carries the ball towards Scrub's net, Scrub's going to be thinking, what if he launches it again? And that makes the mind game, the low 50-50, a lot more effective, because Scrub's more likely to pre-jump. There's another kickoff goal for Fairy. Scrub looking for a response, and he gets an absolute screamer. Posting in from the face-off. Back-to-back kickoff goals here. But that one was a pretty good one by Scrub. Just nails it completely. Fairy not even close to recovering in time for that. Gets his 2-goal lead back just after it disappeared. But Fairy with another response. 3 kickoff goals. I don't think we've seen 3 kickoff goals in the whole rest of the series combined. And now 3 in a row in one game. This is turning into a very interesting series, because now Scrub has got to really be so disciplined. So if he gives Fairy another goal, then that's like 1 goal away from match point. Oh, feels side flip Fairy with the attempted pre-jump, but he rushed himself. And essentially another kickoff goal, although Fairy could have done more with this one. He didn't have to go for the corner boost. He didn't need to leave the shot undefended. He could have just stayed with it. It was never going to be an easy situation for Fairy, no doubt. And there's the slow kickoff again, trying to get another kickoff goal back against Scrub. And notice the line that he took on that face-off approach for Fairy. He like looped round to the left just to get goal side, because he knows exactly where Scrub likes to shoot his face-offs. Pretty much straight down the middle. Fairy might actually have a shot on net here. Yes, he does! He's manufactured another goal. I don't know how this is happening, but somehow Fairy's just like getting goals out of the most awkward situations. Scrub trying desperately to get on the ball, but Fairy denies him. Gets on the blind side. And now 1 goal the difference. Can Scrub hold on to this lead, bring it back to a 1-game series? Looks like that might be the case, as he's working the ball towards Fairy's net again, but he doesn't go for a second rebound. And I think Fairy just got the boost. Yes, he did! Can he take a shot on the open net? Scrub is really out of position here. Flailing, but he does get the ball to semi-safety. That was a huge opportunity. I really feel like Fairy should have scored that most of the time. Now he's got to do the difficult shot, and he can't pull it off. Would have been a montage play if he'd scored that one, but it looks like Scrub has brought it back to a 1-game series, 2-3 now. Fairy still double match point. Double match point for the Frenchman. I don't know if I gave the last 2 subs shoutouts. I'm pretty sure I might not have. Bayonet Mike and It's You Guy 95. I don't remember giving you guys shoutouts. Did I? I'm gonna say again anyway. But yeah, you're both new subs, which is awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome to the channel. We're breaking sub records again. And another time we've had 2,000 viewers in the stream. Hope you guys are having a good time in chat. One of my mods is just out getting plastered today, so the one mod who actually does some moderating, so it doesn't look like we're gonna have any mods in chat. Just me and Nightbot. Who needs mods? Every time I mod somebody, they just go out and get beamed, so what's the point of mods? It looks pretty calm in there anyway. Darkster Part 2. Oh, well, you got the double. You got the double bayonet, Mike, but it was worth it. Definitely worth it. Fairies look pretty comfortable from this position all series long. So long as he doesn't give Scrub that much of an angle to shoot in, he's pretty comfortable defending from the wall. He just kind of... It's pretty smart what he does, actually. He doesn't commit too high up on the wall, because of course coming down the wall to save a low shot is very difficult, surprisingly. And you don't want to start on the ground, because then you can't actually make it up to the top corner. So he's pretty much staying in the middle of the goal, is Fairy, when he's defending on the wall like that. He just tried to start a bounce dribble right there. It didn't work. He caught the curve, sent it up the wall instead. He does have the 1 goal lead though. Scrub's got to be very careful. Looking for the demo now is Fairy. Scrub's got the boost advantage, but Fairy's going to stay with it. Tries to just roll it up the wall. The good old bronze strategy coming into high level 1s. More keepy ups from Scrub. Fairy to his crossbar. He knows that Scrub's not in a position to rebound, so comfortable transition into attack. And Fairy with another boost steal. Scrub's got to be getting pretty frustrated right now because Fairy is just being so annoying to play against. That he's just driving around on the ground, and every time Scrub tries to do something, Fairy's there before him. And he slots it in at the top corner. Now this is perhaps going to be Scrub's biggest challenge this whole series. Match point Fairy, 2-0 in the lead. The two games prior, or the game prior to this, Scrub of course had the lead for most of it, which would have been a lot easier for him to work with. This is a well done attack though. Good recovery by Scrub. Keeps working it forward. Pops it. Jumps up again. Intercepts Fairy's hit. Just redirects Fairy's attempted safe hit into a dangerous location. Fairy is of course trying to put it across the net. Into the far corner. Fairy winning a lot of these little races to boost. And Scrub's backed off a long way here. Giving Fairy a lot of space. And Fairy's going to use that space. Tries to rip another shot, but it's a wide angle. But Fairy's been so comfortable this series. He's dribbling the ball back into his own corner. He's got a great 50-50. Can he get it in time? He's going to just abort that mission. He thought about trying to get a quick goal before Scrub could recover. Ah, there we go. The spam is here. That's what I like to see. Much better. I told you guys that there's no mods, and now this is happening. Love it. This is perfect. Exactly what we need. Well played by Fairy. Using every ounce of boost that he has is to get the distance on the ball. Get it away from Scrub. Scrub's got left the open net. What is going on? That is a terrible line by Scrub. He tried to pop the ball, I guess, onto the curve. Is the only thing I can think of. That was just a complete brain fart by Scrub. He pretty much centered it for Fairy and then just pieced the scene. I can only imagine he was trying to pop it off the curve, but then realized way too late that it was coming right back into the middle. And now Fairy with another shot and nearly another goal. Post pinch for the save. Scrub Killer hanging on in there. He is hanging on for dear life right now. His series life is but a thread. And he is almost dead in game 6, I believe. It is 6. No, it's 7. 6? 6. Yes. I was like, is it not 4-2? But no, it's actually game 6. And this is goal number 5. The 4th for Fairy. Just a very simple setup. And Scrub, he feels so threatened giving Fairy space that he's left too much space behind him for Fairy to shoot into. You never want to give Fairy, you've either got to give him no space at all, or you've got to, you know, back off completely into net, because his shots are so deadly. He's not missing any power shots here. And another throw, delayed variety to the top corner. This is exactly what I was expecting from him. He's gone for way too many low 50-50s, but honestly, so many that now Scrub is expecting it, comes in to try and intercept the mind game, and Fairy delayed flick to the top corners, up by 4 goals. Is this going to be the end of Scrubkilla in the series? Have we found the nation that counters him? He managed to take down Cux recently, his kryptonite, and then immediately after drops a series to K-Dop. And now K-Dop's teammate, K-Dop's countryman, Fairy Peak, is doing the exact same thing. Again, dribbling the ball back into his own half, just comfortably taking it over the top of his own net, and then collecting the boost on the ball at the far side. Expertly done by Fairy, just wasting the clock, and he nearly gets another goal, just rolls it round, goes the long way, but Scrub has got a better landing, gets 1 goal back. Fairy nearly had a goal this play, but I think Scrub actually landed on him and beamed him. Hey, Mindcrackings, thanks for this sub, dude, I appreciate that. Thank goodness for Twitch alerts, because I would never have noticed that one in the chat. Oh my goodness, look at the power shot by Fairy. Despite the fact he has almost no momentum and no boost to speak of, he just launches it. And he's staying on this ball. Actually, just gives it to Scrub. Oh my goodness, I really thought Fairy was going to stay with that, but he just let Scrub have the shot. And you can see why that might be a misplay, as Scrubkilla is just going to blast it right above his head. No chance for Fairy to save. With the 1 minute and 15 on the clock, I don't know why Fairy just left the ball there. He could have followed it. He had enough space. He doesn't get baited by the corner boost, but it doesn't matter. Scrub's back within 1. Scrubkilla's kickoff puts on the pressure, and his aerial from the just about... Well, it's not even an aerial, it's just a double jump shot. I thought he might have jumped to like crossbar height to aerial that, but he didn't even need to. The ball was coming down so fast. Still 1 goal the difference. Fairy needs to forget the fact that he's conceded 3 in a row and just go back into the solid play style. Waste the time. He still has the lead here, but Scrub demos him from behind. Fairy did see that coming, but there was nothing he could do about it. And actually, bad spawn by Fairy. Not the place he wants to be. And the backflip by mistake. Fortunately, Scrub's shot is not on net, but this one is easily into the net. Scrubkilla is just shooting again and again, and Fairy Peak does not know what to do. There are 2 players in this lobby who know how to power shot, and the last one is Scrubkilla. He's shown us right there exactly what he's here to do.
Can be made less gay than straight butterfly. You see, straight love has 1 guy and 1 girl. Because you're fapping to something with 1 guy in it. That's 50% gay. If you watch Fruit of Flowers a girl, that's 1 girl and a half girl. Thus only 25%.
What on earth? How is this even a discussion? Who started this discussion in chat? Is this a discussion? I don't know why it would be. But anyway, looks like we're gonna go to OT here. Unless has Fairy hit the post? Yes, he has. He nearly owned gold there. He's done a good job getting the ball down onto the ground at the end of the game, but he's gonna have to do it 1 more time, and there it is. Should not be able to keep up with this one, but maybe Scrub can. No, he can't. Overtime, game 6. If Fairy Peak gets 1 more goal, he has taken down Scrubkilla in a best of 7. If Scrubkilla can score 1 more goal, then we're going on to game 7. Looks like Fairy has got the first play. Scrub with the save at the top corner. 2 flicks in a row now from that position for Fairy Peak. You will want to mix it up because Scrubkilla will be expecting that now. But oh my goodness, the tight angle shot so close. Scrubkilla says thanks in the chat. I don't know what that's about. Another try for Fairy. Top right is beckoning. Low 50-50 for the win. I gotta think that this is a misplay, but it doesn't matter. He got the job done. Tries to flick it to the top left. Missed it. Scrubkilla jumped too high. Fairy Peak has taken down Scrubkilla. It's actually happened. French players are just too good for Scrub, apparently. GG's. Fairy Peak really playing an incredibly solid series. Although he did win the entire thing with a goal, which was a missed flick and then just a follow through. He played an incredibly solid series. Great shots, great throws, and really, really smart just possession maintenance. Dribbling the ball around the field, never giving Scrub time and space to do what he wants. Well, of course, he did sometimes, but for the most part, not giving Scrub the time and the space that he needs to set up these boomers from outside the box. But there you have it. Fairy Peak takes down Scrubkilla. And now Scrubkilla is going to be wanting even more revenge. He's probably going to call out Chaussette or something.
I like
going to find another
prize
Frenchman.
Pools.
Yeah, Scrub's just messaging me right now. I'll just share with you guys a little bit of what he's telling me. He says he's really panicking in ones, which yeah, I can see that. He's definitely overextending in Fairy's corner quite a lot. He's probably, I think yeah, it's just a confidence thing as well. Like after losing to K-Dop, Scrub just needs to find his confidence again. Definitely still a very close series, and Fairy Peak just beat K-Dop right before this, so he's having a great day. That's like some of the most impressive. That's one of the most impressive displays of 1v1 that I've ever seen out of this guy right here, Fairy Peak. Remember the name. We're gonna definitely be seeing this guy in RLCS Season 3, or at least I certainly hope so. This is the guy who's improved the most between Season 2 and Season 3, in my opinion. The player to watch, who did not feature at all in Season 2, as far as I know. I don't think he was even involved in late rounds of the qualifier, never mind group stage or the LAN itself. But I think, yeah, LAN is definitely on the horizon for Fairy Peak, and you guys probably understand why now. Yeah, £205 prize pool. Let me just round that one off really quickly. Fairy Peak winning even more money. $205 is $256. Of course, the first 100 of that goes to Fairy Peak for winning, and the remaining 156, we'll multiply that by 0.35 to see what Scrub will take from the prize pool. Scrub's going to get 55 out of 156, so it leaves 101. So Fairy Peak getting $201. Scrub getting 55. And of course, that adds on to what Fairy won earlier against K-Dop, so that's $317 for Fairy Peak today. Not a bad turnover for one night. Really not bad for one night. And what did I say? I said 55 for Scrub. And
rest in spaghetti. Never forget he.
201 for Fairy, which was a total of 256 for the entire game. I just need to make a note of that. I'll get that paid out as soon as I've done shout outs and stuff. Rest in spaghetti, never forget he. Yeah, Bean, thanks for running at the prize pool. It makes it look nice. Yeah, Scrub just definitely lacking confidence at the moment in ones. I feel like Scrub is just someone. Of course, we have to remember, like, Scrub is 13, so like it's incredible that he's able to have such a run of dominance up until now. Like, he's been the best player in ones for the longest time now, and really not many people have been able to rise up and contest him. But just actually knowing that you're the best at something and being the best just puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders. You guys, I'm sure a lot of you have had that in your life. There's something that you are the best at, and it's a lot of pressure to have to deal with when somebody else comes up and challenges you. So Scrub dropping a couple of series in a row here, but I'd still call him the best player in ones. Of course, K-Dop took down Scrub and then lost to Fairy. Fairy takes down both K-Dop and Scrub, but a lot of other players that Fairy Peak has yet to prove himself against. However, it just shows you guys that these top players on any given day, they can take matches off each other. It's not as one-sided as we might think. It's very, very close at the top. Hey guys, Et Rogan and Cafe O. Yeah, thanks for the subs. I appreciate it, guys. Welcome to the channel. Enjoy your stay. No, Johnny, I've never been the best at anything, but I understand the weight of that.
Fairy Peak. Great series.
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty understandable concept, and honestly, for me, I'd still put Scrub as #1, just because, yeah, well, K-Dop, if K-Dop had beaten Fairy today, then and maybe beaten either Marky or Cux, then he could be in, you could make an argument for K-Dop being #1, but he lost to Fairy today. He's never beaten Marky or Cux in a public show match, and Fairy lost, of course, to Cux 4-0. It's a bit more of a, everybody beating everybody situation at the top at the moment. But Scrub just beats more people than anybody else. So, despite the fact that Scrub seems to be in a bit of a slump right now, lacking confidence, He's definitely still up there for me. But honestly, really, really smart play by Fairy. His flicks are just so scary. Like the speed at which his delayed flicks leave his car. I've only ever seen that from players like, well, Dapper, Miho, Lichinio over on the NA side really like to do that. They just get these really fast flicks. But players like Dapper and Lichinio in particular, and to a lesser extent Miho, they get their car moving and they get the ball moving at a really, really fast rate before going for the flick. Whereas Fairy Peak, his car is not moving anywhere near as fast, but the ball just, it's like his car's catapult. The ball just like launches. I don't know how he does it. It's just like so fast. And just the threat of that being in Fairy Peak's arsenal makes these low 50-50s, which he did score a couple, and makes the defenders so worried about like the really top corner shot that it leaves like the bottom corners of their net exposed. And of course, Scrubkiller has said in the past that he doesn't like defending against ball carries and flicks. He hasn't figured out a way that he's 100% comfortable defending those. But it's probably just a thing that he'll need time to work out, because like Scrub has defended, I don't know how many shots, probably thousands, tens of thousands of ground shots, but he probably hasn't defended tens of thousands of flicks. But I'm sure that if Scrub faces 10,000 flicks, he'll work out how to predict where they're going. But then there's always the accidental flick, like right at the end there. Fairy, of course, he won it with an accidental flick. He just beamed the flick and then barreled through the ball anyway. It's like, oh dear. As a defender, you just have to not jump too high, and Scrub went marginally too high, lost to a low 50-50. What two players do you think Scrub would play the best with competitively? Probably either like Marky and Mystic or Marky and Cux. Marky and Greasy, maybe. Just Marky and somebody, because I think Marky is a good team captain. Would help Scrub like keep his head in the game. Latch first Fairy next time. How come I never get Pashy to play show matches? Pashy's not been playing ones much recently, so he doesn't want to play on stream, as far as I know. I mean, you probably want to ask him if you want to know the real answer to that question. Yeah, Scrub's just written to me. He'd Marky and Cux would be his Dream Threes team. But I've seen him do well with Greasy and Mystic as well. He's had a really good synergy with them. So that wouldn't be a bad idea. But anyway, let me just really quickly do some shout outs to all you guys who are donating. Dave the Abuser with the 420. Well done, Fairy Peak. Great series. Quadruple Moy. J Ray, another 420. Rest in Spaghetti, never forget E. Bean rounding out the prize pool with 478. Hello. Saying, oh my god, yeah, hello with the discussion about Futa. And,
Cheer 500, great casting today,
that.
Johnny. Nice to see you not eating, and we actually had sound too, which was nice.
I'm sorry, sorry about that video. I mean, I was hungry. I just didn't want to keep. The thing is, like, sometimes I'm hungry and I need to eat, but then I don't explain this. Okay, I'll explain. This is what happens. I ask people before I go streaming, hey guys, do you guys want to play? Then I don't expect everybody to say yes, and then they're all like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I guess I have to like stream now, but I'm eating. I guess I just have to go because I don't want to keep them waiting. You know, I don't want to keep the players waiting for ages because that's really rude. So I'm just like, okay, let's start streaming. Blum, blum, nom nom nom. But you know, that's basically what happened. That's basically what happened. Hopefully today was a little bit better. Anyway, back to shout outs. So we got Mark Kwan with the £16 prize money, saying I should do a World Cup event with League of Rockets. That would be really, really cool, actually. That would be an awesome idea. Very, very good idea. And Jagale95 with the fiver. If you're wondering, Life Investments donated £50 to the K-Dop game. Yes, I was aware, and I was going to comment on that right now, but thank you for telling me, just in case I did miss it. Appreciate that. And a little bit of nature information about sperm whales. That's good to know. Barmy with £150 for the Fairy Peak vs Scrub show match. Let's make this a little bit more interesting. Just a little bit, Barmy. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for the support as always for these guys coming on stream. And the big money Gasadal with the fiver. More information about nature. Semi-aquatic Galapagos Johnny uses his gigantic nose-like beak To attract subs, that would explain why I have. I guess that settles it then. I have a bigger nose than Kronovi because I have more subs, so I must have a bigger nose. And mating calls can be heard all over Twitchy and Jungle. Very, very good. SSJ Blade with a fiver for the winner of the series, and also telling us that the Johnny is an extinct flightless bird that was endemic to the island Mauritius east of Madagascar. Well, the more you know. Zerk the Jerk with the fiver for the winner. Flo 1001, £10 to the prize. Love with the 359, less than 3. Life Investments, of course, this is for the earlier prize pool, but nonetheless, £50 from Life Investments, very much appreciated, dudes. Also saying less than 3. And Watney's saying Fairy dropping games to let the prize pool grow, but it worked because Life Investments came in with the 50, so good strategy by Fairy dropping games to K-Dop. And thanks to Watney for the 3. Spoonraker with the 3. Beatbox time and a very successful beatbox. For anybody wondering what that beatbox was formatted like, if you want to go do it in somebody else's stream, it's AXCKTS, XCKTS, XCKTS, repeat. And yeah, Jagale95 420 can't stop the K Depot. Pobs Bill 1, K-Dop getting ready to go 3-2-1. Pentagram Jesus with tenor. Don't think that guy is a wife. And Spoonraker telling us about his wife, doesn't understand Rocket League but she likes my voice, which is good to hear. At least I'm, not obnoxious when, to somebody who doesn't understand Rocket League. Fairy Peak must use Oral B, says Man of Vault, also donating £10. Poka64 with the 420. Ugly Ass Carrot with the £4. Small prize pool. Small, but let's start a prize pool. You certainly did, and when all is said and done, I think the total prize pool for the day is $381, which is a lot of money for 2 best of 7 series. So there you go, the Ugly Ass Carrot. Small beginnings, but we actually made something happen. Yeah, Dave the Abuser at the end there. Thanks for the chairs and all the other chairs throughout. I do miss some of them, but I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. And I think I've done all the sub shout outs. If I didn't give you a shout out and you're a sub and you want me to thank you, then I definitely want to do so. Just let me know in chat. Just say @JohnnyBoy_I and I'll try to notice that. I will try my best. But yeah, guys, that's been quite a lot of casting today. We did 3 series actually, back to back to back. Did I see your Discord message regarding the 180 flick? Yeah, I did actually. I've been thinking about it some more. I'm gonna have to check it out myself a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's a lot of casting for me. I think I'm gonna be done for now. You're a sub there, Mika Hans. I think if I didn't do a shout out, then I appreciate you. Angros Chaton, welcome, dude. Would you be so nice as to demonstrate